So I get it. Filming in public, filming when there's people around, filming when people you know might see you sounds scary as hell. And it is kind of scary as hell, to be honest. I'm walking down the street on a busy Friday, beautiful Friday, spring day in my tourist-driven town, and I'm getting all kinds of looks. And here's the thing too, most of the time when I'm out filming, I'm gonna know people. I'm gonna know the people I'm walking past because I live in a small town, because the people that I'm walking past also live here. I'm gonna know somebody if I'm filming in public. You wanna say hi? How are you? Just standing in the middle of the street filming, you know, why not? Yes, sure, why not? Do I get funny looks? Do people look at me funny? Yes, every single time. I don't think you realize, I will be out doing something like this and I will get people message me on Facebook or Instagram who are like, what are you doing? I just saw you in town with a camera. People aren't used to it at this point. And here's the thing, I've been doing this a long time and my care what people think of meter, pretty low. I just don't care. If they think I'm weird for filming, cool, that's on them. But I understand that not everybody's like that. So let's talk about some things you can do to film in public without dying of embarrassment, because nobody wants you dying, you know? A tip for those of you that don't live in a teeny little town where everybody driving by probably knows you is to remember that nobody knows you. So when I travel and stuff, or if I'm filming in an airport, that is something I keep in my mind all the time. Nobody knows me. They're not gonna remember this. They don't know you. They don't know you. They aren't gonna remember you. You're not gonna remember them. Just try and remember that it's fine. It's a beautiful spring day here and there's people everywhere. You may not be able to see them behind me, but I'm downtown in my local area and there's quite literally people everywhere and traffic driving by constantly. Some people I know, some people I don't. It's a good mix of, we're really in public right now. So another thing to make you feel better, I guess, not really a tip, but more of a this is how it is that if you're setting up a camera, most of the time people are not gonna be in your space. If people see a camera in the middle of the sidewalk or in the store or see somebody carrying it, they're probably gonna dodge them and go the other way, almost all the time. I really don't film downtown a ton because of that. There's a ton of loud trucks. People have to use this as through traffic all the time. So for my first tip, we're gonna have to relocate a little bit. Relocate to a less busy area. I'm still in my town, but the traffic is down there a little bit. People aren't driving this road a ton, and I feel a little bit more confident up here that people aren't just staring at me. If you need to film in a super busy area, find a piece of it that's not quite as busy. So let's say you're in the grocery store, find an aisle where there's no people, you know? Let's say you're in a small town like this, or you're traveling or whatever. Find a street, if you're gonna talk to the camera especially, that doesn't have as much traffic or foot traffic or whatever, and do your talking there. Yes, my town has church bells at 12, which means it's about lunchtime. I've been waiting on hot weather, but maybe I shouldn't have filmed on the hottest day of the year so far. I'm so hot, I'm dying. It's time for a car cool down. Air's blasting, seats are blasting. Next tip coming after I cool down. You can do sneaky little things like set your camera in places and walk towards it or away from it or by it so that you're not the one holding the camera, and you can kind of remove some of that look at me energy. This next one is super useful. I don't love it though because of the angles that it creates, but it can be useful and it can be really good for getting shots in a public place of yourself, nobody else, and without a camera being super, obvious. And that is to take your camera and hold it in your hand while shooting up towards you. So you're not holding the camera up, you're literally leaving it in your hand. You can do this with any camera. You can really easily do it with your phone, but you can angle it up towards you, get what you're doing, get a shot of the environment without it being super obvious that you're filming.
how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Do you have matcha?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Ah. Okay. Okay. Let's do a grande. Yes. Iced matcha latte.
We are out of matcha.
Everybody's out of matcha today. If you are following along, I went to 2 different coffee shops to get a matcha today. And both of them were out. Is there like a matcha shortage? I don't think so. Well, I mean, I guess it could be getting tariffed like crazy. I don't know. Did get a roast beef wrap though. A big message I want you to take away is that if you do this, the more you do it, you will get better at it. So if you want to be someone who's filming in public and who's really comfortable filming in public and who's really comfortable like holding a camera or putting up a tripod or whatever, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And like I say, nobody knows you. Like nobody knows you. Don't worry about that, you know? And if they do know you, if you're like me and you live in a small town and anywhere you go, everywhere you film, somebody's gonna know you, understand that the more success you have, the less they'll look at you funny. The more they'll look at you like, I wish I could do that. And I have seen that over and over and over again in my own example. So when I first started my online business and I was putting stuff, you know, on the internet, I was putting my face on the internet, people made fun of me. Like I had people come to me and tell me about people at work or whatever that were making fun of me. And thankfully I have pretty tough skin and I didn't care. But now those same people that I know were making fun of me back in the day have asked me how to get started on social media or YouTube or whatever. And not only that, but they don't look at me like that anymore. It's more of a, I wish I could do that. I wish that that was something I could do. But here I am stuck in a job I hate and I have to do things like talk about people to pass my time. I do actually have one more tip, but it needs another location change. You don't have to. You don't have to record in public. If you'll notice, like 99% of my videos are filmed right here in my home office, like right here. And the reason for that is because it's easier. It is easier to sit down and film here and not have to like lug everything around, not have to run from place to place and not have to pack a bag and not have to worry about all of the things that make you feel squeamy about filming in public. You don't have to. Honestly, I do think you'll eventually get to the point where you're bored with your footage and you want to do something fun and you want to go get some coffee shop footage or you want to go film some B-roll. So hopefully all of these tips helped with that, but just know that you don't have to. There's no rule in the YouTube world that says, oh, to be successful, you have to be filming in public all the time. No. All right, now I'm dying of sweat. It is such a hot day. So I'm gonna go put like leggings on or something that's not quite as hot as jeans and try not to die. Bye, y'all.